What's up guys, hope you guys are good. Tato Khadebe here, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I just thought I should show you guys around my new studio. It's not really that new. We've been in here now for about, I think just under a year. Previously we were inside my actual house where I converted one of the spare bedrooms into the studio, but we have moved out of that space and we've now gotten a new space. It's still on my property, but it's a space outside where, you know, we were starting to collect a lot of different things, and we thought it's best for us to move the stuff from inside and have the studio on the outside. So I've done quite a lot of shooting in here. The previous videos that you've seen me sitting at my bench and talking to you guys, that was actually happening in the studio, and I was watching those videos and I thought I haven't actually showed you guys around this new space. So this video is basically for me to do that. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video, and thank you so much for the support. Please do enjoy. Welcome to TRJ headquarters. Alright, so I mean, in terms of how everything is basically set up, there isn't much of a difference compared to where we were the last time. Over here you can see is my workbench. I did show you that I got a new workbench in the last studio update, which I'll have linked below. So the setup is still the same. I'm still using the coffee containers and peanut butter containers to keep some of my tools. That hasn't changed. As well as my pliers, that's still there. You guys will remember that I was using this Dremel to do all my soldering, but we have got an upgrade. I finally got a porta pack, which is an oxygen tank right there and a gas tank right here, and you can see that they are connected to these pipes. We've got our red for our gas and our blue for our oxygen, and it is connected to our torch. Now if you're a jeweler, you'll know how important this thing is. I mean, from using the Dremel to this torch, it has really made my workflow a lot better, because now I'm able to do some melting. Previously I'd have to go to the university to do my melting, but now I can. And I'm sure you've seen in some of the videos that I've posted previously that my melting happens at this station here. That's where the bench is still located. And then if we move over to the right hand side, I've basically got the stand, and this is where I keep my pickle station. That also hasn't changed. I've got a heater there because right now it is becoming winter in South Africa, so that stays on deck. And I've just got some storage space over here, and this is where I kind of keep some random things, as you can see there. Over here, this is from my constellations collection, which you'll find on my website if you want to check that out. And I've got my notice board that hasn't changed over there. And of course, I've got my roller. Previously it used to be attached to my old bench, but it was a bit difficult to work on that because it would move around everywhere. But now I have it attached to this countertop over here. And of course I've got my wooden block where I do all my hammering. Very useful thing right there. And of course my vise. So if you remember from my last video when I was doing the weaving, I was using this baby right here. Right next to the vise, I've got my polisher right over here. These are my crucibles. This is the one that I use for my silver, and this is the one I use for gold. And my ingot. I don't really need another ingot or a bigger size than this. This does the job perfectly for what I'm doing right now. And as I said, my polishes, so this is my soft brush and my hard brush right there. And then if we look up, you'll see that we've got some cupboards over there. So inside, I've got some silver, some fine silver. Inside another coffee container right there. I've got some borax in here. And I need to get these refined. These are some silver filings. So if you notice in the videos, when I'm filing in the bench, you'll see that the filings come off, and this is kind of the result. You don't throw this away. You need to take this to a refiner, and then they'll refine it, and then you can either get it back as cash or as solid metal. That's in the first cupboard. And then in this open space here, I've just recently got these bezel setting tools. So I'm learning how to do my own setting. Usually I'll send my setting off to be done externally, but I'm learning right now. And I just recently acquired this bezel setting tool. This is the handle right there, and then you get all the different sized bezel setting attachments right here, which this part goes inside the top over there. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, so the handle which opens, and then you can take any one of these bezel setting attachments based on the size. You can see they come in different sizes, all the way from 0.75, and you can go up to a 7.75 millimeter stone. You open up the setting at the top there, and then this guy slides inside there, and then you close it, and then you're able to then set your bezel set piece. That's how that works right there. And then I've also got my coning block with the punch right there. This is for when I'm making collets for settings. So I use that. So you'll basically put your tube inside one of these holes, and then you can use this to basically shape it so it's shaped like a cone. As you can see, it does taper, and then it fits in these holes right here for you to be able to shape the setting the way you want it to. The next cupboard right here, this is where I basically keep some of my stock. This is from my New Beginnings collection, which again you'll also find on my website, which, as I said, will be linked below. The ring that I made in the previous video was inspired by this. This is my Mystique ring, also with the woven detailing there in the center. But if you remember from the last video, I made the weaving spin. And then we've got all the other pieces from that collection right here. And then I've got an extra torch over here which I still have to attach. This is a bigger version of the torch that I showed you that's attached to my bench. This is for more melting. I suppose they both do the melting, but this one is specifically for melting. I will attach this as soon as I have space to do that. Right now, the space is a bit too small for me to put any a melting base, so this thing is just for me to keep for the time being, and I'll definitely add it to the studio when I have the space. Then we move over to the left hand side. I've got my desk chair over here, and I've got a little space for me to do some work. So over here I predominantly use this space for my photo shoots. So when I'm shooting videos, I will use the white background or any other thing that I decide to use as a background. And of course I'll then also have my tripod, which also gets used in this space right here. I use this tripod all the time. All the videos that you see me manufacturing, I basically attach my phone to the tripod, and then I basically shoot the work that I do. I'm a one-man band when it comes to recording my videos. And then over here are just some of my awards. I entered the 2017 PPC Imaginarium competition. That's for that. And then this is from 2019 Plat Africa. I made these platinum earrings, also with weaving as the inspiration right there. And then above it, I've got my degrees right here. This is all the degrees that I have from the University of Johannesburg up here. And of course, I'm a big Chelsea fan, so I have that in here too. And these are my other 2 degrees that I have from UJ. And that's basically it for the space. It is about twice the size of the previous space that we had before. And I'm very happy in here. We are going to expand a little bit more when the time comes. But for right now, I'm very happy in here, and I get a lot of the work done and everything is as it should be. So that's basically it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the little tour that I gave you of my studio. I am hoping to expand a little bit further as it comes, as the future unfolds. So right now, as I said, I am very happy in the space, and it does fit the needs that we currently have. So yeah, onwards and upwards from here. Yeah, so thank you very much. I hope you guys do enjoy your Easter weekend. Today is Good Friday, so for everyone that's celebrating, have a fantastic one, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.